My older half-sister has stopped speaking to me after I got married to my husband. My 30 female, older half-sister, 36, has slowly been cutting contact with me since I got married to my husband, 32 male. Please be kind because I really don't know how to handle this situation. For background, I have had a really close relationship with my older half-sister since I was around 12. I am no contact with my mother. We do not have the same mom due to her complicity of physical abuse from my stepdad, and my older half-sister really stepped up to fill a role I needed in my life. She has been there for me, for relationship advice, career advice, and always as someone to talk to. We share another half-sister, all the same dad, different moms, and had a group chat where we all would talk daily. I got married in May and we haven't spoken since the first day of my honeymoon. I really miss it and I don't even understand what went so wrong. Before you think this may have to do with the person I married, she never said anything negative about him, nor did she ever even attempt to dissuade me from getting married. In fact, it was quite the opposite. She would reaffirm that she believed we were truly in love and a great couple. I would have no reason to think she was upset about the union itself. On my wedding night, no one in either of our families or the wedding coordinator I hired got our gifts, and they were later stolen along with an envelope with a large sum of cash. This highly upset me. 3 days after the wedding, when I realized no one got the gifts, I immediately asked my family in a group chat what they knew. I mostly received half-hearted responses, and this frustrated me even more. I then texted my older sister and expressed my frustration at the lack of urgency because my husband and I hadn't received much, and what we did was stolen. It felt violating. She immediately responded blaming my husband and his friends in the wedding party, saying that they had already stolen an extreme amount of items, so we should ask them and not the family. This response took me aback because no one had even alluded to this to either my husband or I. For context, this was a backyard wedding and we got ready in homes my family lives in on the property. None of my siblings live there, only my dad and grandfather in separate houses. My husband and I had both mentioned during the wedding that the amount of caterers and vendors going in and out of the home without any supervision was concerning, and someone should probably supervise at least. I tried to explain this to her and said I felt my perspective was more likely, given that my husband and I witnessed the vendors having direct access and going into the room where items, not my gifts, were supposedly stolen. She immediately dismissed this thought and asked if I thought her child, my nephew, and ring bearer in the wedding, was a liar. Again, this took me aback because she never even mentioned that he witnessed this, and just opened with "your friends are thieves, so start there." I responded, "No, you never said he witnessed that until just now, so how would I have known?" She then said that multiple other children confirmed this, and then a few text messages later said she herself witnessed it. She kept insisting my husband and I have no real friends, and saying some really mean and hurtful things about their character, who, mind you, she met the majority of that weekend. We both went to college out of state and most of the wedding party were college friends, who have never. Her thought process just seemed very odd and not like the person I've known. I again expressed my frustration with her disparaging remarks about people she barely knew for a few hours. Because apparently over 15 people that she's never had contact with before are all evil to the core, and apparently all 15 stole gifts, one being larger than a suitcase itself, to get on flights the next day. The fees they would have had to pay in extra baggage would have been a greater value than just buying the items outright. She insisted that one of my bridesmaids was a cheater, saying she slept with the best man, both are married, and kept repeating, "Ask that skank, liar, thief, and whore," and I bet she knows exactly where it all went. These responses honestly astounded me because I have never heard her speak so aggressively towards me in over 17 years of an extremely close relationship. I just kept expressing disbelief, asking what she was talking about, and then she told me to stop blaming family and blame both of your terrible friends. I said no, I just believe it was a vendor. I don't think anyone in the family stole from me. And she went back into another rant about the above bridesmaid in particular. At this point, I am visibly upset, crying, shaking because I don't even understand where this is coming from. This was also as we are attempting to leave on our honeymoon. My husband has now noticed how upset I am and asks what's wrong. My older half-sister then calls me and continues her rant about how it was our friends and we need to confront them and not blame our brother. Our brother, her full sibling, my half-sibling, was a drug addict over 10 years ago. He has since gotten clean, married, and had 2 children. There was a point in his life that he may have done something like that, but I had never up until that point said that he did it, nor did I believe that he did. I still don't think he did. I think things got so odd it makes me question everything. I'd like to believe he put that chapter of his life to bed many years ago, as he really takes the role of a father and stepfather seriously, because he's never even hinted towards going back that way at all in the last decade. At this point I start screaming I never said that to her on the phone. I'm pretty sure I started having a panic attack because my husband then took the phone out of my hands and began began talking to her on speaker in front of me. She then starts screaming that we both need to stop blaming Alan when neither one of us even said that a single time. My husband was perplexed and asked, "What are you talking about?" She then went straight into telling him how all of his friends are thieves, and we are both bad judges of character from the people we assigned to the wedding party. He took this pretty seriously and defended his groomsman's character because despite saying there were many witnesses, when he pressed her he never got an account of what, when, or how things were stolen. She then said this, "I'm getting my husband," who she screamed at and said they're blaming Alan for stealing. Her husband answers the phone with, "Why are you all blaming Alan for stealing?" My husband then laughs in disbelief and reiterates again that neither of us said that nor do we think that. Her husband then states that's not what she told him, and my husband says I don't know why she thinks that, but we did not say that. They had a pretty civil discussion, and I went on my honeymoon thinking she would reach out afterwards, hopefully to apologize for the misunderstanding. That didn't happen. In fact, she has now unfollowed me on all social media platforms, removed any photos of me, untagged herself from my photos, and I'm not sure how, but our sister group chat is gone. I don't know if she blocked my number or what, but it's as if I was removed from a 3-person chat because one day it disappeared from my pinned messages. I searched and could not find it. I never delete messages, so I didn't do that. She also stopped sharing her location with me. She has also spread the narrative that I've blamed our brother for this, as one day our grandmother called me to ask why I thought he stole from my wedding. I have maintained that I never once said that. I believe it was someone working for a vendor, as there were many of them with direct access. From everything I've been able to confirm through cell phone photos and videos from that night, accounts from our photographer, videographer husband and wife duo, and their second shooters, we have worked with them for years and I doubt they would risk taking their reputation for a large towel warmer. None of what my older sister alleged has been confirmed. What is weird to me is my dad has outdoor cameras. I've repeatedly asked for the footage from that night, next morning, and every time he says he'll get it to me, he doesn't. I worry it's not even available now. I've asked over 5 times and I've kinda given up. I don't even really know what to do. I don't know what happened, but now I question if my brother really did steal it. I really don't want to believe that's true. It's just everyone in my family's reactions felt out of character. I still haven't spoken to her to this day. Both of her children, my nephews, have had birthdays since then, and my birthday wishes sent directly to their phone numbers went unanswered for the first time ever. I worry she is going no contact with me, but I don't even understand why in the first place. I also don't feel in my heart like I should reach out to apologize first, because all I did was try to have a wedding day with the person I love, and our closest family and friends. I never did the things she accused me of, and even if she truly believes our friends are that bad, my husband and I go years without seeing them because of the distance. They don't have the proximity to affect her directly, so it isn't like she has to be around them past that day. It's hard for me to understand her perspective because even if I thought our younger sister had the worst friends, I can't imagine cutting her off in this way to drive her into those friendships even more. I love her and her family, especially my nephews, and I'm genuinely scared we may never speak again now that it's going on